Testing? Okay, let's risk it. I might regret this. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Alright. Rain, please spare me. I'm begging you. AG, I'm risking it. We might get rained out in minutes, but the weather's crazy. If we look to the left, there's a massive rain shower over there, although it's already clearing up a little bit, that one. If we look to the right towards Antwerp, there's a massive, oh, dude, the camera doesn't even, come on camera. A massive rain shower over there. I just hope that we can, we'll have to see. How's the weather? Absolutely shit. I arrived here, I set up the whole thing, and I broke it all down again. Now I've set up like a very minimal setup, so if it starts raining, I can really like get out of here in no time, really, really fast. So we're using only the camera basically, no accessories or anything to it. Holy crap, this weather is crazy. It was nice clear blue skies this morning, by the way. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, we're at Westerschelde. I wanted to catch the 400 meter ship here because it's always so much more impressive to see them from this spot. Cracky, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, buddy? How are ya? Can just see the cooling towers from the nuclear power plant. Or is it? There it is. It's very ominous in the rain. Oh no, and I was drizzling. No, rain, please. Spare us. Spare us, please. Hey Isht, hello from Le Havre. Welcome to the Netherlands. 2 days in a row. Well, we might have a very, 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 very short stream, but we'll see. It will all depend on how bad the rain gets. So far, it's not that bad. Although I might want to put this thing on the top so it doesn't. The connector, hang on. Trying to do everything to stay sheltered from the water as good as we can. Like a drizzle like this is not that bad, but it might get worse, we'll see. I don't even have a phone mount out right now. Oh, I don't have my alerts, hang on. Cracky, thank you, holy shit. You might be my longest sub at this point. 81 months, holy crap, that's 6 years and a lot more months. Okay, let me go here, go here. So are we now on 2 modems? Oh, we're even on 1 modem. Wait, I am able to fix that part. Look how ominous that ship looks in those rain clouds. That's crazy. I think the make a picture should be fixed. I wasn't able to test it. Yeah, it worked, I think. Yeah, there it is. So that works. Neat. We're getting old? Nah. Old is just a number. I'm still 25 in my head. I have to say, I feel like I'm getting younger. I'm doing exercise now weekly. I lost 10 kilograms in the past year. I'm feeling better than ever. Feeling strong. So that's nice. It does suck that I don't have a phone mount. Let's just clamp this thing on. It's fine. This thing can get wet. The moment it starts raining too bad, we just have to bring the camera into safety real quick. Hey Spyro, hey Uzi. So I was hoping, well I'm still hoping that we were able to do it, to catch a 400 meter ship here in this spot. This is always a beautiful spot to catch these ultra large container ships. It's near Vlissingen. Well, it's probably already past Vlissingen by now, but that is still at least an hour, probably even an hour and a half away. Let me check radar here real quick. I'm not going to check the rain radar again, because that will make me nervous. Where is she? She's getting a pilot now. Okay, so she's still at Vlissingen. Cool. Can we have a car stream? In theory we can. Problem is that at this spot I don't really have options to be in my car at the river. Well, maybe there's one spot, but there's a car there right now. So we might be cooked for that one. But maybe. I do want to do another storm stream from the car at some point, but for that we need a storm first. How ominous. Everything looks so grey and dull in this weather. My goodness. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna check the rain radar again. Because it was like just one massive rain cloud covering the whole of Belgium, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. Yeah, it should. Yeah, it might be fine. It's just a slight drizzle right now. I can work with that. I have the minimal setup out. Although I will have to charge the camera. Let's also plug in that one. We can do is switch these two around, maybe like that. Okay, get that out. Beautiful. Yeah, indeed, you missed a cruise ship, which was rare, and I didn't even know there was going to be a cruise ship. I came out to the river just like, finally, we're going to stream again. And then there it was, a cruise ship. Actually, when I drove away after the stream, I saw another river cruise ship in the locks as well. But yeah, it was already getting dark. Alright, so far stuff is wet, but not super wet. We can deal with this. But it would be nice if it stopped for a little bit. See, this is why I like this spot. You get a nice full head-on shots like this. Looks really cool. No, come on, rain, stop it. That's what we want, no rain. Well, I swear, on the other side of the river, it's pouring, it's chugging it down. We are so lucky right now. To the left of me, to the right of me, behind me looks good. But right and left is rain. Cool. It's clearing up a bit now, the rain. That's nice. If I pan out, we can now see the cooling towers again in the distance. Well, let's stay on this ship for a minute. Oh, it's one of the con ships. Because we ran out of original names. The con ship Top. 148 meters. Oh, she's going just up the river to Zeebrugge. Which has one of the Seas cruise ships there today, I saw. Liberty of the Seas, as in Zeebrugge. It's not their very, very big ones, but it's of the sea ship, so it's a big one. It's still drizzling. Oh, camera, please work with me. The only thing I'm worried about is actually the USB port. Because that one, and the HDMI port, because those are exposed right now. Is the wrong ship, is it? Oh no. Wait, let me check on radar. No, it's the right one. That's correct. Not the wrong ship. We are also over the Sulzy. We're not at Terneuzen today. So you gotta go look further upriver on the radar. Nope, pretty sure it's the con ship Top, as you can see. Oh, dude, I love this spot though. It's a hassle because I cannot be by my car, but the shots you get here from the boats are stunning every single time. Another downside of the spot is the lack of traffic. It's a lot less busy. Like everything going to and from Ghent we don't get. And then there's a lot of inland ships that go north at Hansweert. We also don't get those. So there's a bit of a trade-off with this spot. There is a MZ, there's different ones. I use Vessel Finder. There's also marine traffic, my ship tracking. There's a whole bunch of them. But they're all very premium based. And the premium is hella expensive. But for just a basic view, Vessel Finder works. Like, none of the filters are available. And I got the lowest tier of premium for a year last year. And even then I couldn't use simple filters like destination, width, length. It was all still locked. Super annoying. Oh, camera, please. Can we just stop rain, please? Oh, you were too far down. Dude, I love this angle. Look at this. Oh, what a shot. You can see her turning. Beautiful. I always dread coming to this spot because it's always like a trade-off with like traffic versus amazing shots. So we got something coming from the coast now. Oh, maybe a little update for those who were here yesterday. The big flames that we saw was the chem plant starting up a certain process again, and apparently that involves burning a lot of leftover gases, and apparently it will do it for the next few days. And if you were in my Discord, I posted a picture last night. I could see it from my house, the flame. That's how much it lit up the night sky. It was absolutely crazy. It looked very ominous, actually. Oh, it's still raining. Come on, stop it. Because the accumulation of water kind of starts to suck now. I do have to look up how waterproof the camera is by itself. Let me look it up while we're here. Sony FX, what is it, 30 or 3? I keep forgetting, 30. 30, how waterproof? How water resistant is it? I've used mine in heavy snow and rain. Wind and dust, just, you can't fully submerge them. Okay, so they should be fine for rain. Okay. Yep, correct, Comatose. Those are indeed, that's indeed a nuclear power plant. There's a few reactors there, but yes, they are. Okay, now I'm a little bit less nervous knowing that the camera itself is pretty water resistant to heavy rain. The only thing is that the ports that are exposed, but they seem to be pretty dry. The ports are covered by the mic receiver. You want to picture a damper on your camera? Oh no. That would be an expensive stream if this one dies. Maybe I should, hang on, I'm gonna do one tweak at the camera to make it even more waterproof. Let's cover this up, and then this down. Yeah, okay, that's good. Put this in the backpack, there we go. Looks like we might have to lean down a tiny bit. There we go. Let's also enable rain mode on stream, buddy. Wait, it's not enabled. Settings. Why did I make it an option? I should just enable lock mode. There we go. There we go. Screen is locked now, so the water cannot do silly things. Hey, Big Berry. What's up, Schnerdo? In case you're wondering why I'm alive again in the middle of the week, as I said, June and July I took off from work, and the plan is to stream a lot. I couldn't do it in the first week of June because of the shit weather. Even now the weather is still very questionable, but at least it's a little bit doable. So that's why we're live. Tomorrow, probably not, but if I go live, it will be an evening stream, another sunset type thing. We'll have to see if that is a thing or not tomorrow. Then over the weekend is also an unknown, and I do hope to be back on Monday with more streaming. Yeah, I know, cracky. Although next week is shaping up to be better. By the end of the week, we're talking about 27 degrees. Of course, that's still far away, so things can change, but I hope the forecasts are right for once, because that would be super nice. Looking at the Jordi M, like little coaster. It came from Ghent, going to Doel, which is where the nuclear power plant is. Yeah, cracky, where have you been? It's funny how all the J3Z viewers are now scattering across Twitch, disappearing, and then bumping into each other in certain streams. Holy moly! 120 pounds! Think of the 50 euros. Thank you, dude, for the support, as always. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, I haven't been streaming too much, but I do hope to properly stream for the next 2 months. We're off to a good start now, 3 in a row. I'm happy. Oh wait, so the blue one in the back is a Wilson ship, a Wilson Dundalk. And it came from Glomfjord in Norway. Wow, that's a big trip for such a tiny boat. Looks like she's gonna overtake the inland ship as well. Dude, 120 pounds, thank you again for the 50 euros, my goodness. We've covered the streaming costs for the month. Almost. What's up, country? Actually, now that you say, I do have an umbrella in my car, and I have. Why didn't I bring that? Why am I stupid sometimes? I could have brought an umbrella actually to put on top of the setup. I actually have this stuff. Oh, I don't want to walk back to my car because in this spot I'm not parked near here. It's like a 5-minute walk. I don't want to leave all my gear here. I was also thinking of bringing a drone today, but glad I didn't. That would have been a no-no. With this wind, there's barely any wind, Jacob. The cool thing about this spot, so the wind is coming from a southwesterly direction. I can show you in a minute, and I'm fully guarded against the wind. There's like a massive building to my left where the wind is coming from. So if I would stand a little bit further down this path, there's a massive amount of wind. I was actually standing there first, and then I decided to come to this side of the pond. But yeah, no wind here. It's hella nice. Well, almost no wind. We gotta film a bit. Why is my ISO no longer on auto? Camera, please. Hang on, let's put you on auto. There we go, that's better. Still learning to work with this camera. Drag racing. Yeah, first it looked like the Wilson ship was gonna start overtaking, but now the Jordi has sped up as well. They're battling it out. Hang on, I'm gonna write a few things down because I keep forgetting when I'm home to do stuff. Where's the mod channel? Okay. Lube ball head. That's something I have to do. And then another thing I wanted to do is LUTs on cam. Alright, there you go. Good. Hey Kirby, good afternoon. Kankel Bunny, good afternoon as well. Jordy's gonna win. Where's the finish line? The finish line is the next yellow buoy that you'll see. It does seem like the Jordy is now speeding up again. It's really weird. I think the pilot on the Wilson will not be happy with, with this. Because they did the maneuver to go alongside and now Jordy is speeding up again. There's the yellow buoy. Jordy wins. So if you're just tuning in, we are expecting a 400 meter ULCS. Stands for ultra large container ship. She is already on the river. She's making her way here. So, it's going to be exciting. I'm not expecting a busy afternoon in terms of traffic. Probably also going to be a shorter stream, but I really wanted to catch a 400 meter ship in this spot. It's a very cool experience. That's the rumble. All the Wilson ships to the database have Barbados or Norway, so this one has Portugal. Fully loaded. She's definitely loaded. I'm not sure if she's fully loaded, but yeah, I can clearly see she's pretty deep in the water. Interesting. Already waving the Belgian flag. We're not in Belgium yet. Almost though. This is still the Netherlands. Also brought my hat today. I don't know why. It's not sunny. Yeah. Very nice hum, that engine. Alright, massive gap in traffic again. See, this is why I don't like this spot. I love the views here. I don't like the big gaps in traffic you get. Let's see. There's one inland ship rounding the corner, but I'm gonna guess she's gonna go north. And there's, let's see. So there's one container ship coming from the coastline. And a tanker, so that's two of them. We'll see those in, I think, 15 minutes from now. Some more smaller traffic. Where's the 400 meter big one? Sorry, gotta remember to film. Okay, she's slowly. She's at 12 knots now again, so she's moving. We also have an LPG tanker before that and a general cargo ship. So there is some stuff on the way. That's good. Let's look coming from Antwerp. We got the Celtic Voyager, general cargo ship. Other than that, tanker. Yeah, it might get busy in like half an hour from now. Until then, we'll have to stare at the water, I think. What's up, Demon Days? How are you, buddy? Welcome to a wet day at the river. Moist, I would call it, moist. No Stevens today? Of course, there's always Steven. What do you think? There's always Steven. Which one do you want? Let's go for that one. Standing proud. He's really not. Oh, ah, camera, please. Stay. There we go. He's really not bothered, is he? He's looking at us. Don't move. He's looking. 15% hatched. I might have to turn the stream on tonight then. So this is Steven Seagull. Eats crabs, likes to fly, and just stand around all day. And then he just walks out of frame like a boss. You're not escaping me, Steven. Check out the other one, there's two. This is now a bird spotting stream, I'm sorry. You steal your frietjes through. They're bastards, they would steal food out of your hand. Oh, he had a good scratch there. Oh yeah. Look like he's about ready to poop. His face is like I have a massive poop ready to go. Or shit. I've been shit on once by a pigeon. Ever since pigeons are my mortal enemy. I was on a school trip nonetheless. We were on a school trip to Ghent, so we were far from home. And we go into like some kind of building which has like a big gate you walk through, and in that gate there were pigeons at the top. And they really just pooped right on my face. Oh, where did he go? Wait, there he is. Gotcha. Ever since, I don't like pigeons anymore. Let's be honest, pigeons are just dumb. They're always just standing around. They have no clue what's going on. Like if you're driving towards them, they'll just sit there like, I don't know. This starts with one bird. It's just like, let's just have one beer on stream, right? Before you know it, we'll be bird spotting full time. Yep. No. I like my ships more. But this is a nice intermediate. While we wait for actual ships to appear. But it's gonna be all worth it, the wait, when we see the 400-meter ship in an hour and a half, probably. It's gonna be all worth it. Trust me. You gotta trust the process. In our London office, pigeon into the window at random. See, they're stupid. Pigeons are dumb. They're like the dum-dums of the bird world. This one is like with his neck inwards, and then you have the other one. He's standing tall and proud with his neck upright. I wonder if this is like a male and the other is a female. Everybody's excited to see Cracky today. Maybe it's your time to start streaming, Cracky. It's time. I'll help you with the setup. Stream what? I don't know. IRL. It's the only thing I know. Trying to see, there's another bird. Yeah, there's one other bird in the distance. You. It's a different type of bird. He's chilling. I mean, IRL is not hard, right? You just go drink some beers, you eat some food, show some of the sights, and everybody's happy. All right, let's see. Any ships yet? Nope. Nothing. So this is where all the ships will come from, behind the corner there. That's where they will appear, but so far nothing. Easy is expensive. Dude, if you want to start, I have all, you can borrow a Bella box from me. I have an action I have everything. I have closets full of IRL streaming stuff that I don't use. And then the funny thing is, I want more. I would like a live view now. Oh yeah, I was talking about being sheltered from the wind. So basically these massive silos, which apparently is from a brewery. So they're storing like, what is it, malts? Or I don't know how you call it. The stuff they make beer from in there. But that is sheltering me from the wind mostly. And if I would stand over there by those red pylons, that's another place where I could be standing. That is very windy over there. Oh, drinking and eating. That is true. In the current climate, it's quite expensive to go out and eat and drink. I agree with that one. Buy the 30K backpack? No, there's no point in doing that. The 30K backpack comes into play if you go to like really like areas with bad signal, poor reception, or congested networks. Then the 30K backpack will shine. But if you're just at a location like me, static with a good connection, it's equally good to use like a live view. They're still racing. It does look like it. From this angle, it looks like the Wilson has overtaken it, taking the inside of the corner. But that could be a optical illusion. Let's see. Check on radar. They're alongside each other though. Nothing else leaving from Antwerp currently. Sad. It has some proprietary technology, the TVU Spyro, that like, for example, if you have 250 bitrate, you can have a very good looking stream still. It is well worth it. Well, if you're like on a professional grade production level, then it's a no-brainer. Also for like these big creators, it's just pocket change, 30K. I was talking to the Unlimited IRL guys, because yeah, I have a friend now that works for them. But yeah, those backpacks are not for the mortal ones like me. No, it's Bella Box is nice and all, but honestly, if I would be using the camera that I have right now with a live view, I promise you the video will be better. The encoding and everything is just a little bit better. That's why I would like to get a live view, because I'm always pushing for better quality. And I am 100% sure that with a Live View Solo Pro, the quality of the stream would be even better, like the video quality. I do have a lead on. I should ask my Canadian buddy to ship his. I'll remind him. Do I dream of ships? Have I ever dreamt of a ship? I dreamt that I was on a cruise once or twice. That happened. Other than that, no. And even the Bella Box these days, I think, is I don't want to be rude because I like Rational. I talked to him at TwitchCon also this year, but I feel like a ballot box is a bit obsolete at this point. You just get Moblin and wirelessly connect your action cam to it. It's so much more convenient. It's only for setups like mine that the ballot box still has a place, I guess. But TVU, if you're watching and you want to sponsor me a $30,000 backpack, I mean, my email is on my website, my DMs are open. I'll give you my address so you can ship it, no problem. Dude, the two seagulls haven't moved, they're still standing there. Okay, I think I can unlock the screen. The rain has died down a bit, so that's nice. Happy with that. That's true, especially for IRL. The tech is evolving so fast. I also think because, yeah, years ago, let's say, like, when did I start IRL? We talked about it. 7 years ago now. The tech was so, like, new. And it's evolving so fast. I guess that's the thing with new tech, right? It evolves fast until there's, like, a very mature product that might become the standard, and then everybody will use that. I feel like first we had, what was it, IRL Pro as an app. Then we moved on to Moblin as an app for like streaming. Everybody first had live views. Then there were some weird like encoders on the market that were not really great. I all have them in my closet now. And then the BellaBox came, which was a game changer. There were a few others as well, actually, I think, in the beginning when the BellaBox came out. What was it? Wasn't Mux something? There was another box that was being developed, but I think that also stopped. Meanwhile, the rain is taking over Antwerp again. We've lost sight of the cooling towers. But yeah, it's a fun hobby for me. Well, I don't think it will ever become more than a hobby, unfortunately. Waiting for the massive CMA ship to loom out of the mist. Wait, is there a CMA CGM coming? Did I miss that? What? Oh, the TROCADERO. Yeah. For my, wow, I forgot my own title. It's coming from the other side, but where is it now? It is approaching Terneuzen, so our other spot. So it's going to be at least an hour until she looms. She's actually not going to loom from the mist, but from around the corner. Funny enough. But this is a really, really fun spot to see these very tall ships. You'll see once it's here. Dude, I've been trying to... No, we're at Walsoordenvaarmeister. And there's not a lot of traffic. That's why I say, so this spot is a very, very beautiful spot for ship spotting. The framing is beautiful. You'll see it in a little bit. There's a few ships on their way. But the traffic is less. You don't have all the traffic coming and going to Ghent. And then there's also another lock further down the river from where we are, where a lot of traffic goes north, Hansweert. So that's also a lot of inland traffic. So this is more quiet for sure. But the views that you can get here for ships is unmatched. This is probably like the most photographic spot on the river, in my opinion. And that's why I decided to come here today for the big 400-meter ship, which is gonna be good. How wet is this? Oh, it's not too bad. Okay. So we finally have a ship coming. Imagine if TikTok guy shows up here as well. He found me. So this is where we'll see the big one appear from. From our left. There is a ship coming there though. You can see the traffic tower of Hansweert as well in the distance there. Like a small explosion in the distance. No, I would never want to own a ship. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And the two best days in the life of a ship owner is the day they buy it and the day they sell it. True story. Oh shit. The bamboo is arriving. Sweet. I ordered 16 meters of bamboo. My front door cam was like, oh, there's a person at the front door. They're just dumping the bamboo there. Nice. Well, I know what to do tomorrow. Sorry, I was distracted by my door cam. I'm looking for a place to buy, and Funda keeps recommending boats. No thanks. Yeah. The idea of like living on like a living boat is very appealing. It sounds very fun and cool. But I think there's a lot of maintenance on that I wouldn't want to worry about. It's still far away. What I'm doing, so in my backyard, I'm building basically a back. It's not a fence, but like, you know, what is the word in English? Jesus, hang on. I need to know. A hedge. Jesus, why couldn't I come up with that? A hedge of bamboo. The fun part about bamboo is it gets to like 3 to 5 meters tall, and then we'll have full privacy in our backyard. Nobody looking into it. Because we have houses behind our backyard, and then their upstairs windows look down into our living room and into our backyard. So we finally decided to fix that in the house. And I've been building a massive planter that's like 8 meters long, which will house the bamboo. So that was already, the final step was the bamboo. Which apparently has now arrived. I was expecting it tomorrow, actually. Cool. Fast forward 3. There's a reason why I put it in a planter. And it's a non-wild growing type of bamboo as well. So it should be fine. Well, I'll post a picture of the final result in Discord once everything is planted. Well, it stopped raining for a bit, so that's nice. Everything is freaking wet on the camera, but apparently that's fine. According to the internet. I'm just rubbing off some drops. It's the wobbling you see. She's still so far away. I wonder how many... Let me measure that, how far away that is actually. Can I like go here? So we are currently standing here. And the ship is there. That's 2.6 nautical miles. So that would be 2.6. It's about 5 kilometers from here. I'm still drawing. There we go. Where is the big one? Dude, she's going hella slow. She's going 10, 11 knots. Oh, we got a lowrider actually coming in. Oh, hang on, let me try this off before we. Yep, it's gonna be better. I almost didn't see him, but see if we can spot him. So I am on my small preview thingy. There he is. Wow, look at that. I promise you, she's not sinking. Although you, Jesus. Well, she might be sinking. You don't know. That is incredibly low. The Marchamos. Only 67 meters long. See, this is why I like this spot. These like front views of the ships when they're cornering towards you are stunning. Oh, look at that water. That is something. I mean, yeah, the water will be on deck. The thing is, the water cannot go into the cargo hold. That's the limit. As long as it's like flowing over the deck and the freeboard on these ships, it's fine. They just don't want water in the cargo holds. But yeah, this one is very low. Cool to see though. He has a car on the back. Let's take a look at that up close. Dude, look at that. Look how low that is. It's like almost flowing over into the... Surely it's splashing into the cargo hold at this point. Look how low that is. That looks so wrong. She's fully filled up though with some kind of sand by the looks of it. Sir, your ship is full, I'm not gonna lie. Holy. That is wild. Zoom out a bit. There we go. There we go, appropriate. Maybe it's a special VW. It will like inflate some kind of inflatable around it once the ship sinks. Hey mega ships, welcome. Hey Rishi Dave. Or it's sinking? No, it's just fully loaded. That has to be one of the lowest that we've ever seen on stream actually. Especially with the waves hitting it. Just let's do one more look at the bow. Let's look at that. It's crazy. Put my gloves on. It's getting chilly after the rain. All right, we got some traffic finally. I see some coming from the coast. I see some coming from Antwerp. We've survived the gap in traffic. I think once all this traffic goes by, the 400-meter ship will be close as well. Exciting times. Also looks like the clouds are clearing a tiny bit, so maybe we're done with the rain, or we will be. Moin Ulrich. Non-freeboard masterclass. This is like a masterclass in how much stuff can you put in your cargo hold without sinking. This has to be the absolute limit. Just notice the water, so the tide is going down. And you can, if you look at the buoy, you can clearly see the water flowing outwards again, out towards the sea from this spot. It's dropping down actually quite rapidly now. That does mean that the 400-meter ship is fighting in a battle against the current, so maybe that's why she's only going 11 knots. What will be our next shippy ship? I think it might be that one there. Let's go check it out. Yeah, that one. Cool. All right. Oh, Sulzi, if you're still here, this is the ship you saw earlier. The Celtic Voyager going to Plymouth in the UK. Built in 2009. And right behind her I see a tanker as well. Hey Scythe, good afternoon, welcome. Everybody who's just joining, you're all right on time still. The 400-meter ship is underway. I'm excited to spot it at this spot. Spot it at this spot. That's a good sentence. Did they have a periscope? Not yet. That's the next phase. We are Rishi Dave. We're further up the river today. And it's a bit of a trade-off, this spot. There's less traffic here because we only have the ships going to and from Antwerp, so all the other traffic drops out. But for filming and making imagery, this is really an excellent spot. You'll see once the bigger ships get here. Even this, like the full frontal shot that we're about to get, is really, really nice. Spot, a very versatile word. Hey Andrew, good afternoon. Have I done any spot spotting lately? No. I feel like I kind of know all the spots by now. I've spotted all the spots for spotting. So there's not much left to spot. There is one spot up the river that's also famous for ship spotting, but it's far away from me, and if there's sun, I'm filming in against the sun, which will not be great for filming, so there's not really any point for me going there. There we go. We got two behind each other. Rain, please stop. It's raining a little bit more again. Hey Tajama, good afternoon. A bit chilly, yeah, it's definitely... Actually, when I arrived here, it was quite warm because I took my jacket off, but now that it has rained, it cooled down a lot. The rain does cool down. But let's really hope next week should be better. By the end of next week, we're talking 27 Celsius, and there should be a southwestern wind, or mostly southern wind, which is also a warmer wind usually. So we can only hope that the forecasts are correct for next week. I have 25 after the rain. Damn. I'm not sure what it's here right now. Let's do exclamation mark weather. Feels like 16. Maybe. Definitely not as cold as yesterday evening. At the end of the stream I was very chilly. Change the setting here. Settings. Tabs. Lock horizontal swiping. Yeah, it's much better. Look at that. That's a good angle. Overlay says 14. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Groucho, please stay away then, so you have good weather all summer. It's allowed to go away for a whole month, just so we have good weather. I approve. I got another, hang on. We'll come back to this one in a minute, but the one coming from the coast also looks really cool. Where is she? Like a nice full frontal shot on her. Look at that. Let's maybe also tweak for a second here. Let's go to PP4, or should we stay to PP off? Nah, maybe PP off today. Awesome, let me know. You have my permission. So yeah, as you can see, you also got two ships coming from the coastline. The first one here is the K River, a container ship, small one. Only 700 containers and built in 1997. So she's almost 30 years old, 29 years this year. Cool. It's like a missing panel in the center. No, it's just a white container, I think, in the middle. Okay, we'll see her in a minute. She's a little bit closer because you do want to. There she is. This is our next passerby. Back to the Celtic Voyager. Are we still zoomed in? No, we're not. Okay, that's better. side. That is a fun shot though. Look at those three. Okay, I'm gonna clean my phone screen. It's too wet. Okay, unlock. There we go. See, we've been live for an hour. If you're new to the channel and you like the ship spotting stuff, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're watching on Twitch or Kick, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and even smash that like button. It's all free and it helps the channel grow. That's what we're trying to do. Like somebody posted in my Discord that one of the tugboat companies that is based at Terneuzen, where we usually are, has a brand spanking new state-of-the-art simulator for ships. How cool would it be if I had a big YouTube following and I could like send them a message like, hey, do you guys want to do a collaboration where we go and check out your simulator on stream and stuff like that? I do feel like we need a bigger YouTube subscriber count to approach them. So if you want to help out with that, it is subscribing on YouTube that will help. Let's focus on this one for a minute. Such a cool shot. Also, if you're gonna be here until the 400 meter ship, keep in mind how narrow this one is, or compare it to the ship that we'll see later. Hey, Waterfall Wizard, and good afternoon. So why is YouTube not? Hang on, we might have lost YouTube chat. Let's restart. Nope, that's not what we wanted. One active app, StreamBuddy stop. StreamBuddy starts. Connected, connect, there we go, that's better. Now I see you again, YouTube. This one is 7 containers wide, noted. Oh, we got a tanker coming by as well. Suddenly there's too much to look at. The Kathy Teresa. I feel like we've seen this one before, I could be wrong. Nope, first time today. Maybe it was another Teresa ship then. She is on the way to Sines in Portugal. Whoa, what happened there? Switch to ingest? What? Connection okay? Oh, we lost one of the modems. The fuck? Where did we... Where's my modem? Hang on. Let's troubleshoot, see what's happening. Oh, we did. We lost the wireless. What the heck? Wireless, please. The inland ship is the Schloss Rheinsberg. Sounds very German, and it is sailing under the German flag. Okay, I think now we're back on 2 connections. That was an interesting blip. Maybe I should put the modem inside here. There we go. Better. Look how she's pushing the water upwards, this one. We have seen the Jette, Carina, Carloni, Magnolia and Violetta Teresa. There you go. And now we can add the Kathy Teresa to it. It's like collecting Pokemon cards. Gotta catch them all. Hang on, I'm trying to tweak something on the camera, of course. Good timing. The display of my camera is so dark today. Shooting display, grid lines, nope. No, never mind, I'll stay on the ship for now. The ship cards. I thought about it. The problem is that you need to collaborate with one of those big radar websites because there's no chance that you can ever pay for all that API fetching. Their whole API is like pay as you go. So it will be extremely expensive to run a game like that through a paid API. Definitely doing a wheelie, this one. Low in the back, high in the front. See her bulge pushing the water upwards. Hey Trickhopper, thank you for your kind words. I'm glad you found me. I'm always happy that the relaxing vibe of the ship spotting translates to the stream for some reason. That's really nice. Okay, next one then. Let's wait a little bit more. Ah no, there's so many cool frames to look today. I love this spot. There's something about these frontal shots that make it look really cool. Meanwhile, it's still drizzling. This is the Atlantis Araceli. Wow, what a name. Came from T-Sport in the UK. Built in 2008. It's really crazy. If I zoom out, it looks like she's gonna just run into the side of the river here. Look at that. With the tide retracting, I think it's going to be very interesting to see the 400-meter ship. It's almost going to look like she's going to be very close to the edge of the water by the time she gets here. Oh, rain. The rain is picking up again. Wow. The skies have cleared up. Sorry, drying off the camera a little bit. I should add like a little cloth to my setup for times like these. Let me write it down as well. The to-do list. Oh my goodness. Come on. I was gonna write some, yeah, cloth. Here we go. I do like the logo of Atlantis. I've seen it before, but if you look at the chimney, even on the flag there, like a very cool A symbol. It's neat. All right, I'm gonna zoom out. I just want to see if I can make the brightness of my display a bit brighter. Just don't know where it would be. Setup, sound, power options, maybe? No. Display options, that's gotta be it. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, monitor brightness. Yes. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, so much better. Very fun logo. Just has a good hum to her. Then right behind her, there's a smaller coaster. See it pop up in a minute here. There she is. If I had to guess, this thing is going to the UK, probably. The Amadeus Diamond going to Berwick upon Tweed. That's a bit upriver, right? Because that's one of the benefits of these small coasters, that they can go up the rivers as well. Stay on the Atlantis for a bit. Let's do a butt shot or an aft shot. So we got another lowrider coming towards us. Berwick has a silent W, so it's Berwick. Dude, you British people and your pronunciations, stop making it so hard. What is it? Like Worcester sauce, Leicester Square? It's Leicester Square. Don't make it so hard. Whenever I'm like in the UK, it's been a few years, but when I was in the UK, I visited London regularly. So it's like, why are you guys dropping letters? Why? Oh, it is on the coast. Okay, never mind then. Scheldekade. A very deep one. Reading? Reading. Rain, can we please stop now? God damn. Still drizzling. You live in a city with what? Wolfton? Broughton? Jesus Christ. Stop it. Stop making difficult names. What are we gonna look at? Let's look at the lowrider for a bit more. Looks like he's getting hit by the waves from the Atlantis. Oh, look at that! Oh, that was stunning. That was a good bump. Hope you saw it. You blink it, you miss it. All right, let's check radar. I'm curious how far the 400 meter one has progressed. Nope, that is not it. Vessel finder. Sorry, multitasking. All right, she already passed Terneuzen. Is that her? No, where is she? Oh no, she's at Terneuzen. All right, so I guess half an hour and we should start to see her. Cool. Woofton? Really? Woofton? Bruh. Woofton. Iota? Lowton. Lowton. Stop it. Watch the Atlantis go away from us for a minute. Also, a cool thing about this spot is we can get to see, we see both sides of the ship, right? So right now we see the left-hand side. Earlier we saw the right-hand side. Milton Keynes. Yeah, it's not Keynes, it's Keynes. Some I know because I've been there. I've been to Milton Keynes. One of the weirdest places I've ever visited. It's such a weird town. I was there for a concert at the Milton Keynes Bowl. It was a super long walk actually. Sorry for the wobbling. Wait, maybe let me just lock it. There we go. I'm rubbing my camera a bit so it gets dry. Or a little bit drier at least. You're now a city? It's such, like, Milton Keynes is such a weird thing. Like, it's built recently, right? And it's built like to American standards or something. Like, it's all blocks. Everything is squared off. Such a weird place to visit. Unlike anything else in the UK. That is true. There was a lot of like walking and cycling infrastructure. It's like when you blend Europe with the US system of like blocks and what is it, streets and avenues. That's where you get Milton Keynes. That is funny. Rain is picking up again, makes me sad. Meanwhile, we do have a new one coming our way. Another lowrider. It's a day of the lowriders today. It's already the third one that we see is this low. Also true, it has a lot of roundabouts. So yeah, it's like a perfect blend between US and Europe, I would say, Milton Keynes. The Umbro going to Ghent. Still rubbing the camera. A bit dry. Alright, stick to that. It's funny, I was watching a game show on YouTube where they basically play hide and seek in the real world. And the guy who was hiding decided to hide in Milton Keynes. And he just showed himself in that place. I was like, that's Milton Keynes. I'm just sure it is. And I was right. It's so recognizable. All right, let's go back to the ships now. Indeed, jet lag. Any jet lag viewers? She's also getting hit by the wind a little bit in the waves. Yeah, also I have a Nebula subscription. I already watched it last night. I would love to do the concepts that they do with you with like streamers. That would be so much fun. I think it would be really good. The problem is that streamers are just not interested in collaborating, especially the English-speaking ones. Maybe I should propose it to the German community because they love collaborating. Oh, look at all these splashes, my goodness. And she's even going with the current right now because the water is flowing outwards. Wow. Something mesmerizing by watching the water hit the bow of the ship. I don't know what it is. I really like it. The Umbro, like the blue they used, baby blue. I think she's filled with coal. Hey, that's so black on camera. It's like Venta black. There's like no light reflecting off it. At least on my little preview window. They're bringing the Venta black dust somewhere. Our inland ship coming towards us now. The Canada. Oh, Canada. Let's see what else we can expect before the big one. So, zoom out a bit while I look on radar. There we go. There's still one LPG tanker, a general cargo ship, a Wagenborg one. There is a big gap before those are coming. And right after those, we'll have the big 400-meter ship. Looking towards Antwerp. Let's see. We got a pleasure craft coming. I don't even see it yet in real life. Interesting. Some more inland ships. Is there anything else leaving Antwerp right now? Nope. Nope. Nope, not a lot of movement in Antwerp. So we'll probably have another gap in traffic after this one. Moin, Kex. Good to see you. Yeah, the pleasure craft needs a photo. I didn't bring my second camera. In this spot, I'm already dragging so much stuff out from my car to where I'm standing that I did not want to bother with another bag with a camera inside. And this one does not have an SD card in it. And it's also really not suitable for pictures. It's really a filming camera. Although it can do photos, but... Look how close they get to the edge of the river. No sight of the pleasure craft yet. Oh, I think it's super, super tiny. I see it now. It's like a speedboat or something, I think. right, that was weird. My my streaming box just randomly decided to reboot, or just turn off actually, the Bella box. That's weird. It is running on the oldest power bank that I have though. The power bank I'm using for it has traveled the world. It's been in India, it's been in Africa. Maybe the power bank is slowly deteriorating. Oh, now I have to do the... Damn it. Hang on. I have to set up the Wi-Fi again now. It's a bit annoying. Scan. Oh, no, it's good. It's already connected. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. Let's hope it doesn't turn off again. I do have another power bank on me, so it's not a biggie. Not too worried. Doing? Why are you... Okay, I'm gonna switch power banks. All right, so indeed, we might have to use... Well, I am on the other power bank now, so let's see if we're good now. Let's see if everything stabilizes. Okay, looks stable. We'll see if it drops again or not. As I don't know how much you heard of my rumbling, but it is a very old power bank, so these things do deteriorate over time for some reason. Yeah, it's been to places. It's been to India, it's been to Africa. It's an old J. Streezy power bank that he left at my place. So I think it might be time to get rid of that one. Use another one then. All right, if you're just joining, you're still on time. The 400 meter ship is still underway. I think we got another 20-ish minutes before we can see it. So she's getting close. After that one, I will probably wrap up for today though, because I am getting very chilly with all this rain. And there's also not much else. After this one, well, there is still the pleasure craft coming, but after that, big gap in traffic again. Let's try if we can film it. It's so tiny So you might not be able to see it. Oh, I think we can grab it. There she is. That is the little pleasure craft. Looks like a little fishing boat to me. Let's lock the camera here for a minute. Oh, no, camera please. Oh, are those seals in the background on that sandbank? I know there's some seal breeding areas in this vicinity, so that could actually be seals that you see there on the sandbank in the distance. Yeah, indeed, it's very tiny. I think it's like a sort of fishing vessel. I'm curious though if those are seals or not. We'll never know. Maybe it's just rocks laying there. Having a bumpy ride though in their tiny boat. Need some binoculars. I would need a telescope on that distance. Like what we're seeing now, I can barely see with my naked eye. Doesn't look like any of the seals are moving though, so it might just be rocks. Also, that means I cannot fly the drone there. Any breeding grounds for seals are off limits to drone flying. Ooh, let's go back. Here we go. Well, this tiny thing is the only thing we're able to look at right now. Until the big one is coming. No, wait, there's still an LPG tanker, right? And a general cargo ship before the big one. Let's see how they are progressing on the radar. They're all going very slow. 10 knots, 10 knots, and the big one also 10 knots. It's just because they're going into the current now. Oh, where did the ship go? Wait, let's look. There you are. Oh, it has a windscreen wiper. Never really considered that. The ships have windscreen wipers. Makes sense. I think we can. There we go. Splash. Doesn't like the power bank switch fixed everything. Might have to get another power bank then. Hands are cold from the rain. No, don't bump into the buoy. It's still drizzling, yeah. It's been continuously drizzling since I started to stream. Oh, there's a random dog next to me. Whose dog is that? Oh, is that from the cycling? I guess. Let's do one more zoom. She is really in the middle of the river there. This is about as close as she'll get. Nice little stroll on the river with the blue runner. Alright, and now it's waiting until the next big ships arrive, including our 400-meter main attraction for today. Like there's a lot of delay now. Can we do a delay test? All right, you know how it goes with a delay test. I say a number, you guys type it in the chat, and then we're all happy, and I can count how long the delay is. Are you ready? Well, you better be. One, oh no, I'm gonna count to 3 and then say the number, or count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, 6, 7. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. No, it's fine. 5 Mississippis is fine. You're all typing 6, 7. Felt like the delay was bigger. Didn't do the silly hand gesture. Not sure if anyone noticed, but I'm trying to sneak in 6 sevens into the stream. I think I did it like 3 or 4 times yesterday. 6, 7. Hey Rama, good afternoon. It's almost evening actually here. It's 5 p.m. now. At what point do we start to say good evening? After 6? I feel like after 6 it's evening. Also chat, the family will already have had dinner by the time I get home. Do you guys have suggestions what I should eat tonight? Because I don't know. It's starting to rain a bit more again. Stupid rain. Frituur. God damn it, that's unhealthy. Something healthy. Offensive thing to eat. Is there anything offensive to eat? I don't think so. Dominoes. Guys, Jesus, look at you and your unhealthy suggestions. Now that the rain, the visibility is good, we can actually take a little look at broccoli. Jesus Christ. Let's take a look at the port. It's always fun from here, at least when the visibility is good, you can go through the port area. So first, we have some industry. And then, yeah, that is the first big container dock. So that's one of the 2 spots where the 400-meter ships dock. And actually there is the HMM Hope there right now. You can just make it out. That is a 400-meter ship that is docked there actually. Let me try to stabilize the image for you guys. There we go. So that is the HMM Hope. And then if we go a little bit further down, that's where the locks are. Locks towards the inner port area. So that dock where the HMM Hope is, that's a tidal dock, right? So the ships go up and down with the tides, there's no locks. But a lot of the port is behind those two locks there. Then if you go further down, there's another container dock. So you'll see the big cranes again. There they are. So that's another dock. There's more container facilities also over there. And then if we pan a bit further down, so we're still following the river is basically wrinkling, crunkling that way. It's about a tiny bit. There's still a lot of haze there, but we can check. We'll get the power plant. Where is she? There she is. It's a nuclear power plant. And then if we pan even further past it, just past it in real life, but it looks further from here, you can just make out the... Where are they? A bit further down, I guess. Further down. Where are they? Oh yeah, that's the Tower of Doel. And then if you go a little bit further, there they are. Nope, that's not them. Where are they? Where's the cranes? Is it further down? Oh, there they are. That is the main container dock in Antwerp. That is a Deurgang dock. And that's where all the big MSC ships go. And yeah, all the Ever ships go there as well. The Casco might go to the first dock, actually. I'm not sure. No, the Casco also go to that one, actually. But that is the main and the biggest container dock in Antwerp. So fun fact, in the next decade, I think, it's probably going to take a while, they're going to build a brand new one, an even bigger one, I think, right next to it. So between us and the cranes we're looking at right now will be another whole container dock that's being built. Ooh, sorry, camera almost bumped. So the port of Antwerp is definitely expanding, which I find interesting given that I feel like the ship traffic has slowed down in the past year. But I guess at some point traffic will pick up again. And then if we pan even a little bit further, you see some of the petrochemical stuff. So that's all the container dock, all of it. And there it is. There's one of those chimneys that is releasing gas and burning it. And that's the port of Antwerp from a distance. Where was the 400-meter ship? There she is. You can see more of it when it's a clear day, of course, but yeah. The visibility is limited today. Meanwhile, even the birds have left me. There's virtually nothing here. Oh wait, there's a bird. There he is. Oh, lost him again. See, it's a little bit of a wait now for the main attraction of the day. If you're just joining, you're still on time to see our grand finale. The 400-meter TROCADERO, which is apparently a soft drink where Cosmos Captain is from. Where is that? What country? Is TROCADERO a drink? I know it's also a place in Paris, right? TROCADERO? Is it in Paris? Yeah, I feel like it is. Or was that in London, TROCADERO? A place that I can't remember. Like an entertainment place or something. In London, wait, does it still exist in London as a gaming arcade? I think it's shut down, right? It's been so long since I've been to the UK. I would love to go back, but it's so expensive going to the UK these days. I remember when I was able to go there for like 500 euros for 4 days. Now that would cover maybe 1 day. It's so expensive. And then with the whole Brexit shenanigans, I need a passport now. I need a visa for the UK. Bruh. Can you guys just join the EU again and become Schengen? So it's more easy. Please. Dun, dun, dun. Still waiting. We should see the Lagenborg any minute now. It's a soft drink in Sweden, the TROCADERO. Okay. What does it taste like? Are there any birds we can look at? Nope. Even the birds have left. Let's do the super zoom thing. Hey NJ, good to see you, welcome. We are currently awaiting our 400-meter ship, which should be like 20 minutes out from now, I think. We should see it. Which will be our big finale for today's stream. A bit of a shorter one, although we've been live for 2 hours already. But the rain is making it not as enjoyable as it could be. And a bit of a lack of traffic as well. Well, it's always a trade-off coming to this spot. Less traffic, but definitely a lot more beautiful shots that we can make here. Let me dry off the camera while we wait. Indeed, just in time. I hear a pigeon. Can look at the pigeon. Hang on. I found a pigeon. Something to look at. Where is she? He's pretty far away, but I heard him all the way here. Dude, that is a thick pigeon. That's a thick boy. Oh, there's 2 of them. I think that's a male and a female. I'm gonna make baby pigeons. Were there also pigeons in the direction I filmed? I didn't see the, maybe in the sky or yeah. Got those 2 now. Now we're birds. Oh, oh, there's a third. Oh, there's not. Oh, there's more pigeons. Wait. There's a whole gang. Of course, it's a gang. It's pigeons. They always gang up. Assholes that they are. I don't like pigeons. Oh, on land. Eaten by pigeons. Oh. Hang on. Steven is giving a show. He's like, don't film the pigeons. I'm much more majestic. Look at me on my pole. Hang on, let's freeze the frame. There we go. Let's observe the seagull. Nice little picture was taken. Sorry. He's looking at us. They have a better still better assholes. A seagull has never done anything wrong to me. A pigeon has pooped on my head. So I'm biased that I say pigeons are bigger assholes than seagulls will ever be. See, now I wish I did bring the photo camera. That would be a beautiful shot with like the pigeon on the pole in the water. Like that. That's absolutely cool. King of the castle. King of the castle. Rain, can we please stop for like a half an hour? And then the ship is here, I'll be gone. We'll have nice rays of sun coming through the clouds to film the ship. Come on. Imagine if you could twist your neck like that. So what? So you can look at your own butthole? What's the function of turning your neck like that? You must not have come across baby seagulls throwing around, blocking your path, and adults screaming and diving. Interesting. I did have, last year when I was in Rotterdam, at one point, I had a crow attack me. This probably was also territorial, but it was like in the middle of the city in Rotterdam. All of a sudden, the crow was like dive bombing me and like tapping against my head. It was really scary, actually. I was like running around the city, like waving my arms in the sky, like, don't attack me, motherfucker. But that was a very territorial crow. Or crow. Dinner? What, you want to eat seagull? Is that like something people do? Never heard of people eating seagulls. Pigeons, I know. Oh, he's talking to us. I can hear him. If you're just joining and you're wondering what the hell have I tuned into, we're awaiting the ship. It's underway, but there's virtually nothing right now to look at for terms of ships, so we're observing the bird on a pole. I think the pigeons they eat here, it's rare though. I think it's more like an older generation who ate pigeons. But I think they were like breeded pigeons, not wild pigeons. I can only imagine that there would be diseases coming from eating a wild pigeon. Oh my God, it's getting chilly now. Wind is picking up. My grandpa ate, what? Every bird that he caught, Jesus. I'll stick to chicken. So funny seeing him stand there on his pole. King of the castle, king of the castle. All right, let's check radar again. I'm getting very cold now. Come on, ships, you got this. Oh, we should see the... Why don't we see it yet? Oh, is that it? Is that the Wagenborg? Wait. No, that's the... Oh, it's just behind it. That's a patrol vessel. And then... Why can we not see it? That's crazy. Should be right behind it though. back for a minute. Let's see if I skipped it maybe. I'm using my small camera screen today, so I might miss stuff. No, I don't think it's in sight yet. Crazy. No, phone. Oh, come on. Please don't. Please don't. I think about 10-15 minutes. And now I see the Wagenborg. Okay, in about 10-15 minutes we'll see the 400-meter ship. Finally. There it is. There's the Wagenborg. She just has a little ways to go. Check out Steven again until they're closer. If I keep him on for 5 minutes, then our thumbnail will be this pigeon on Twitch. And probably on Kick as well. I already had the Wagenborg on the overlay. Sorry, EG, it was too fast. I'll wait for it to get a bit closer first. Stop it, Michael. Stop it. Stop it. How the fuck do you pay for all these cruises? I want to do cruises. It's okay, Nico. Your English is fine. Hey, Sharma. Yeah, the weather sucks today. But we wanted to catch this 400-meter ship, so we're braving the weather, and it's almost there. So once it has passed, I'll wrap things up for today. Next year I'll do 2 cruises. I can't even do 1. Unless somebody wants to donate 4,000 euros, fund my cruise trip. Again, Disney cruises. Don't you have an urge to try any of the other cruise lines and compare them? So for me, my number 1 cruise that I would love to do is to Norway for 10 or 14 days. And it's probably going to be either an MSC cruise or an AIDA cruise. And, I'll do it at some point in the future. The different classes of ships, that's true, but it's all the same cruise line. I think it would be interesting to see the different types. And then I think second on my list would be one of the sea ships. Like Oasis of the Sea type stuff, but yeah, it's gonna be even more expensive, I think. Oh, there's 2 birds now? How did that happen? They multiplied. I missed that. Vlietenkieker, moin. Guys, you shouldn't drink so much. I only see 1 bird in real life. That's funny though. Do you think it's a male and female? Should we play some sexy music for them so they can make baby seagulls? Okay, we can't have too much of that or I will be demonetized on YouTube. at them. Surely it's like a male and a female, right? There's no, wait. I never thought about how do they procreate? How do birds like do it? How does that work? Chat. How? Does one like lay down on its back and is like, come on to me, honey? Wait, eggs? But don't they need to like procreate for the eggs to be, you know, fertilized? What's all these words? It's actually funny, when I left for streaming today, there were two flies in my house doing it. One fly was literally sitting behind the other fly like, eh, eh. And then the wife was like, shoo, shoo. And they flew away in tandem while they were doing it. And then they landed somewhere else and it just continued. Like, eh, eh. Like, what? They're so agile. Can you imagine if humans would do that? Like, okay, I'm in, honey. And then they just walk around through the room. So they both have the male squirrel. Oh, she does stick her bottom in the air. Okay. It's interesting. All right, let's pivot back to ship spotting, shall we? Enough birding. We do finally have some ships on approach. So you have the patrol vessel followed by the general cargo ship. And I can already see the tanker behind it as well, the LPG tanker. Where is it? There. And then the next ship that should appear from behind the corner will be our main target for today. The long-awaited TROCADERO. They have holes they put against. Oh, it's actually holes. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, today I learned. So in the bird world, the male squirts, not the female. The troll is coming for me, probably. Like, sir, stop streaming. I'm gonna have to plug in my phone as well for charging. Ay, ay, ay. Let's get another cable out. Oh, I'm gonna try the other battery now, the one that didn't work earlier. See if I can still charge my phone. Oh. And there we go, still working for charging a phone. Dry off the camera again. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. There we go. All dried up. Well, they're still coming straight towards us. But actually, they're still very far away. This is how far away they are. He's spinning lens. It's not that bad. There's like a lens, like a Yeah, the lens is completely dry because there's a cap on it for the sunshine usually, but it also works for the rain apparently. I know, Filemeister, but as I said, next week should be better. By the end of next week, they're talking 27 degrees, so I'm all for it. Bring summer. So if you're just tuning in, I see we've reached hour 2 of the stream. The 400 meter ship is about to appear on the horizon, just a little bit longer. Also, if you're new here to the channel and you like the ship spotting, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're watching on Twitch or Kick, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and even like the video. We're trying to grow the channels a bit so I can do some outreach to companies to hopefully do some interesting collaborations. But I do want the channels to be a bit bigger for that, so it's up to you guys. There we go. That was my hourly sellout moment. Dum, 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 dum. The patrol vessel is still coming straight towards us. What time is it? It's already 5:30. Jesus. Oh, she's drifting sideways. Patrol vessel, please stay on course. Hailman, good afternoon. They're watching the stream and calling to say hi. Patrol people, if you're watching the stream, honk. That's what we want to hear. We want a ship honk. And a wave, a friendly wave. They might be honking at me because they're mad. Well, not mad, angry. Oh, the rain is picking up again. No! Stop it, rain. Stop, 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 stop. There's only so much water we can handle with the camera. That's doing fine so far, actually. Blew a big drop off. There we go. It's better. Yeah, again, if you're just joining, you're still on time. The big ship is about to appear. Oh, I see it actually, the big ship. Hang on, let me fix my phone because it's scuffed. There we go. It's actually pretty cool to see like this. Look at that chunk of a ship. We can even see it before it takes the corner. That's how tall this thing is. That is something. Well, there she is. Oh, looks like they fitted her with a windbreaker as well. We saw this ship before on stream, I think even before we had the whole overlay thing. But back then it didn't have the windbreaker design, but they're retrofitting it on all their ships, CMA. Right, so we'll see her in a little bit. Let's first look at the patrol people. Hello. I do wonder if these, like, we see them regularly as just one of their main tasks to just patrol up and down the river, looking for suspicious things. No, they're going straight towards us now. Look at that. What are they doing? Oh, I think they're going into the port area here. Oh, that's cool. really coming for me. It's almost like he's gonna collide into the land here. There they go. All right. Oh, dude, I'm so cold now. The wetness is getting to me. Gotta move a little bit so I heat up. So my gloves are wet now. Ugh. God, that's just so majestic to see it coming from behind the landmass into frame. Like every single ship we saw today is dwarfed by this thing. The rain is actually getting bad now. Please hurry up, big ship. Just getting some more water off the camera. The other equipment. Where has it come from? Can we get it on the overlay if we still have one of the mods here? Or is it already on the overlay and I missed it? No, it's not on the overlay. It has been on the overlay, right? No, it hasn't. Oh, coming up. Thank you, EG. Let's see. Oh, she came from an anchorage point in Rotterdam. Damn it, we don't know where she came from then. I don't have my premium subscription anymore, so I can't tell. But she has a capacity of 23,112 containers. She's currently deep. She's 12 meters deep in the water. That's pretty deep, actually. Although I guess they can go up to 16 meters, these types of ships. So. Let's zoom out a bit. We'll get back to her in a minute. First we'll give some love to the other two. Oh my god, the rain is getting really bad now. Sucks. I'm gonna push through though. I waited here for 2 hours and 18 minutes. I'm not giving up now. Just gotta keep the camera dry, rub it off. There we go. There we go. Sorry if the camera is a bit shaky. I'm trying to dry it up a bit. It's amazing how there's only 20 crew. Yeah, it's like 20 to 30 people on this massive ship. It's true. Am I Belgian? Yes, I'm Belgian, Water for Wizard. But the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium, Flanders, not the French. So for me it's België, not Belgique. Dude, my phone is doing funky things with the rain. Here we go. Lagenborg came from Hull in the UK. That's all right, Wizard. That's all good. That's how you spell it in French. Belgique is the French way of pronouncing it. Just zoom out a tiny bit, I think I can get, yeah, look at that, the big one in the distance as well. I'm gonna see if I can like get my phone mounted a bit more vertically. Maybe that helps with the water going on it. Here we go. I watched the Evergreen pass under the Golden Gate Bridge in California. It had to wait until low tide. Yeah, they do get very high. The bridge, which is 87 meters above the water. Yep. So some of these ultra large container ships, further up the river near Antwerp is one high voltage power line that goes over the river. Some of them have to lower some of their antennas and masts they have on the top of the bridge, so they have a safe distance to pass under it. But these things are extremely high. I remember when we were flying the drone over the river and I was like at level of the bridge, it was like 60, 70 meters. Clears it by 10 feet. Crazy. The Wagenburg also seems to be very well loaded, pretty deep in the water. It's actually crazy to think the big 400-meter ship got a pilot at 11:30 this morning. So that's 6 hours ago. So they've been entering the port for the past 6 hours. And they're still not there yet. I think they still have like 2 hours to go before they're actually docked. A long shift. So there's two pilots, right? So at the entrance of the river, they switched pilots. But that is still, I think, a 4-hour drive from where that pilot gets on all the way till they're docked. I wish they would have been a little bit closer together. It would be really fun to see this this LPG tanker with the big one behind her. The Sea Gas Mariner is the little one we see in the front. It's an LPG tanker, 88 meters long, 15 meters wide. So that is 15 meters wide, and then the big one behind is 59 meters probably, 58 something. Let's see, we had her on stream a bit ago. Oh, 62 meters, oh my goodness. So it's like 4 times the width. And a bit more. I'm excited. It's been a while since I saw a 400-meter ship up close. I'm curious where she came from. Let's look it up. TROCADERO. Can I? No, maybe here. She came from Hamburg. She left Hamburg yesterday. No, the 8th of June, 3 days ago. She left Hamburg. Oh, she is coming in. No, what is happening? It's interesting how the Wi-Fi keeps dropping. Okay, we're back. That was weird. the rain does give it like some ominous vibe, I feel like. It's completely different when we would see her in the sunshine. Yes, they're lining up. That's the shot that I wanted to see. That looks so cool. Oh, she's just turning away, damn it. And the sea gas mariner clears the frame. There she is. All 400 by 62 meters of her. Let's open out a little bit. There we go. It's also crazy to think that you see all the layers of containers on top of her. There's a similar stack below deck as well, in the belly of the ship. It's so massive. Hey Travis, you're right on time. Good afternoon. We have our big finale for today's stream just on approach. The 400-meter ultra-large container ship. You don't get any bigger than this. With a capacity of 23,112 20-foot containers. It's cool to see how she gets bigger and bigger and bigger as she gets closer. I have like these grid lines on my screen here and I see her like expanding outwards. Also very noticeable on these ships, all these this whole generation. Look at how little water they like splash up in the front. It's so fluid dynamic, this one. So optimized. Would love to visit a ship like this one day. That would be the ultimate thing to do. Imagine if you could do like a little, either a YouTube video or just like a live stream. Well, live stream would be hard probably, as once you go inside, you probably would lose connection, but a little YouTube video visiting one of these, that would be sick. She's still quite a ways away from where we are actually. Let's see how far she's still away from me. She is 1.5 nautical miles from me. What is that, like 3-ish kilometers? And yeah, so the whole green top part that you see was not there the first time I ever spotted her. They completely retrofitted it in the past 2 years. But according to what I read, this would lead up to fuel savings up to like 2 to 5%, which is significant in terms of cost. So I guess that's why they are retrofitting them. Yeah, so the top part, the light, yeah, it's a little bit lighter green, right? Although I think it's just a reflection. Yeah, it might be a little bit lighter green, yeah. So that whole top part has been added after the ship was built, after it was already in service for a while. And we also see it on MSC ships more and more. What's even more interesting is they have different types of designs. So this has like a curve inwards towards the middle, but there's also like a little golf ball, basically, just like a ball in the front. So that curves from the top to the sides down. Right, zoom out a bit. Now, we'll stay like this. Yeah, stay big for a moment. I'll show you the scale better, I think. It does look pretty crazy. If you're standing here in real life, again, if I zoom out, the camera doesn't really show you. It really looks like it's gonna just go straight onto you into the land. Let's put it at 50 mil. There we go. Also, the ship is LNG powered, so it's not running on heavy fuel. Like the older generation of ships, it's LNG, liquid gas. Okay, I think now she's starting to turn in. Can we see anyone on the bridge? Oh, we do. See a person walking there. Okay, so now keep your eyes on the bridge, right? There's people there. Look how tiny the bridge gets when we pan out. Oh God, stupid rain, stop. Stop, it's getting worse and worse. Oh. Cool. Can't believe how little water she displaces. Well, she displaces a lot of water, but how elegant she does it. There's barely anything in terms of like waves in front or behind her. She's looking good, actually. Wonder if she had maintenance recently. Her hull looks very fresh. As big as they get, Demon Days. As big as they get. Currently, this is like the limit for ships. And it's mostly restricted by locks and ports capacity. So if I pan out a little bit more, look how close she gets to the side here of the river. And there's another 12 meters of her below the water surface right now. And she looks really good. Like there's nothing on her, not a speck of rust or scuffing. She must have had maintenance recently. That looks really funky fresh. Also love the livery on these ships, like the green bow and then it like fades into the blue. Really good, these ships. This is why ship spotting is better than plane spotting. I mean, seeing a 380 land and go is just really cool as well, but it's not as big as this ship. Dude, she looks so fresh. I can't believe there's not a single speck of like scraping or rust or anything on her. Go all the way zoomed out. No, camera, please. Not the time. Not the time for a disconnect. No. Look at that windbreaker design on the front there. Really cool. huge. To give you a little sense of scale, I love doing this one. So you can see this is like the gangway, and there's like a door there. Oh, you can see the rain now. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on that doorway. That's how tall this thing is. God, I love seeing these ships. They're so incredible. It's insane to think that people built this. It's such a marvel. Oh, she has a good rumble to her as well. The CMA ladders are like, I don't know, 5 floors high probably. It's not 3, it's like 5. No, this ship is 12 meters deep, London. Maybe we can see on the, see if we can catch it. She's actually 13 meters deep right now. See that? So there's another 13 meters of her below the water surface. It's just this whole shipping lane is being dredged constantly, so it's deep enough for these massive ships to go through. I love that rumble as well. Something very soothing about a ship rumble. And she can be even deeper. I think her max draught is probably around 16 meters, so she could be 4 meters deeper in the water. Oh, look at that rudder. Dude, the rain is getting really bad though, so we're gonna have to wrap up real soon. Yeah, rain is definitely increasing. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up and try to save the... Yeah, it's getting worse. All right, chat, let me press a button real quick. All right, chat, quick ending as the rain is starting to increase more and more and more. We saw her. Finally, I stood here in the rain for the past 2 hours and 44 minutes. I should be back definitely on Monday and maybe somewhere this weekend or Friday. I don't know yet, but definitely on Monday, hopefully, when the weather is good. Other than that, thank you all for being here, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.